Hey, welcome to another Copy AI live demo. Today, I'm going to show you how to write better sales copy with artificial intelligence. This is a really exciting demo. I've been testing a lot and I have some really cool things to share with you, including some uh, templated prompts that you could use to get better results with your writing. So in this demo, I'm going to show you, we're going to log right in, use Copy AI. I'll be here to answer your questions, and the goal is to help you write better copy in less time with AI. I'm going to show you how to use the Freestyle tool to write pretty much anything you need. I've got a list of inputs to write better sales copy for any product. I'll show you how to do market research with artificial intelligence and write emails and social posts really fast. All right, so we're going to log in here in just a second. I recommend following along right now. You can get your own free account with Copy AI and just do exactly what I show you how to do today. And I guarantee it's going to blow your mind completely. All right, so let's go ahead and log in. What's up? Hello, hello. If you're watching live, let me know. I'm here to help you. So those of you who are joining live will get the extra benefit of having your questions answered. So drop them down below. All right, let's take a look here. I'm really pumped about this because I know for sure this will help many of you. If you've ever tried to sell something, you know how challenging that can be. What I've done is I've studied sales copywriting frameworks, sales page frameworks, and studied what they do well to sell their products and services. And then crafted a list of inputs that you can use to get the type of copy that you need that converts. All right, so follow along today. And in the description, I put this list of input ideas. You can either grab that list or just, read them off the screen and try them out. The concept is you're going to use the Freestyle tool here in Copy AI. So when you sign up, you can create a new project, and then you can just search for the Freestyle tool over here on the left. The reason the Freestyle tool is so awesome is because unlike the other tools, you can pretty much tell it to write anything that you want. The other tools in here are trained on specific use cases, but Freestyle will basically let you type in what you're looking to create. And that takes a little bit more creativity on your part, but luckily today, I've done that hard work for you. All right, so here is that list of things you can try. Now, all you need to do in the main points section is describe your product. And in this case, I just typed in a supplement that boosts brain performance. The call to action is buy now. And then I put a quick description of the target audience, people who want to be more creative and productive. In the tone, I actually custom wrote in fun, helpful, educational, or engaging. You can choose from the presets in here. It won't be that drastically different, but if you have a specific tone that you'd like to get across, you can choose from the presets or type in your own. And in this case, I typed in fun, helpful, educational, and engaging. So I want to point out, this was just the most recent one that I had pulled up here. I'm going to go through all of these with different product examples today, but it works for pretty much anything. So what I wrote in here is a list of challenges that my customers facing and how my product can help. What are the main points you want to cover, right? Put that in. This is a specific product here. And if we study the results here, it's really interesting what it does for us. Right? It highlights the pain point, the challenge that they're facing. Don't worry, we've got you covered. This is really classic sales copy, and it's really hard sometimes to come up with this on your own without lots of research and doing extensive, experimenting and testing and trying things out. But look what it did here. Helps remove brain fog so your mind can focus on the task at hand. Helps you improve memory so you can recall important information quickly and easily. What it's doing here is really dynamic. It's identifying the problem or the challenge, and it's showing how your product helps solve that and the benefit of solving that. So you can focus on the task at hand, so you can recall important information. So it's weaving benefits into the solution, plus showing how your product is solving a problem that they have. There's a lot going on there, all right? And it's really, really cool to see the AI digging in that deep. All right. So it helps you increase focus so that you can get more done in less time, or even make time for fun. That's pretty cool. Helps you boost mood so your day starts off right and stays that way. This is really powerful and creative writing. And all I gave it was basic information. Let's try it with a couple different examples. All right. So let's go ahead and do like, this is actually one I just came up with. So we put in a product, a backpack, call to action buyers today, target audience, we'll say digital nomads. Now, if you don't have a specific target audience, you can get rid of that. If you don't want to have a specific call to action, you can get rid of that. I just found with AI, the more context you give it, the more it will speak directly to your customer. So if you're seeing the results aren't hitting the main points, if it's not digging into their problems, you can just tell it a little bit more specifically who your audience is, and it will dig up pain points and solutions that are more catered to them. So let's try this one. Digital nomads, I imagine it will talk about travel and airports, the freedom that comes from working anywhere. So it's speaking right to them. When you're on the go, you need an easy access to your most important tools. Our product makes it easy to stay organized so you can get what you need quickly, right? So it's speaking right to their exact situation. Just this first result, knowing nothing more than it's a backpack and it's targeted towards digital nomads. It's finding these pain points and it's describing how our product solves those. 5 challenges. Don't know what to pack. Tired of carrying. All right, that's interesting. That could be creative content for social media. But again, digging up pain points. And these are maybe ways that you can solve them. All right, so it's really helping through a lot of these things. Now, how does this help you? Well, let's dive deeper into what you need to put on a sales page, the kind of content, and then how you can start to use CopyAI to write up that really juicy sales copy that will speak to your customer. Ace, all right, I've got you covered today because Ace, you inspired me with your question. So you're going to be one of my examples today, all right? J5, I find myself using the Freestyle Tool the most these days. Nice. And you're doing a lot of blogging too. So I'm curious how it's different from the blog post wizard, and maybe any cool hacks or shortcuts that you found with the Freestyle Tool to write longer form content. There was a little bug yesterday. So if you're having some technical issues with CopyAI, there's a lot of layers to the whole, to make all this magic happen. So if you're new to CopyAI, this is all built on a multi-billion-dollar platform called OpenAI. And that's one of the layers of artificial intelligence, literally like billion-dollar supercomputers that this is built on top of. So in that chain of things happening, there are things that can go wrong from time to time. So there's been some hiccups. It's part of the growing pains of this new technology. So if you're having issues, please send an email to support@copy.ai. The team will help you out. There's a whole team in place, making sure this is working for you and working hard to keep it up and running. So reach out if you're having any issues and the team will help you. All right. Well, if you have any issues, support@copy.ai. Okay. So let's go ahead and dive in. Let me give you an example of what you might want to include on a sales page. All right. So I shared the other day a website called storysite.co. And what they have is a wireframe tool that's really useful. And I took that concept and kind of mapped out some of the main points. But basically, you want to have a big heroes section, right? And this is just a template that I put together. You want to have some kind of immediate benefits or details. In this case, Ace, you're on the call. I'm going to use you as one of the examples today. A free 5-day social media copywriting challenge. All right. Let's type that in. Okay. So product, call to action, and the target audience. So in that case, if it's a free challenge, you're going to want to have like what you're going to learn, what's included. Some social proof here would be great. And then identify the problem and describe in detail what the challenge is, or maybe who this is for. Next up, the benefits. By the end, you will have, know, or feel. And then why can they trust you? Who are you? What the heck is the story behind this? Another potential social proof section, call to action, a clear step-by-step process of how it works, right? So they know what to expect. I'm going to sign up, I'm going to get the content, and then I get results. everything that's included, maybe an outline of the content, and call to action. Okay, so this is a rough outline of some of the elements you need to have on a sales page, and this can translate also into emails, social media copy. But as long as you check off some of these key sections, you'll have all your angles covered. All right, so let's try this out. I'm going to go through this list. And again, you should have this, or you can just type it in and follow along with me. Let's go ahead and I'm going to skip the personal letter right now. Let's go right here into a list of problems and challenges. Okay, so similar to what I had here. And you can use this to kind of explore, what am I actually doing for them? Why does this matter? Because your product may be great, but if they don't know why it exists or what problem you solve, then they're going to ignore you. So you can use something like this to get a list of pain points, challenges. And let's scan through. Now, what you're going to notice as you scan through the results is the Freestyle Tool is a little bit of a mixed bag. So sometimes it'll give you exactly what you asked for. Sometimes it's a little bit more vague. You can still find golden nuggets buried in here on almost any of these. And some of these may be out of the gate good enough to put on a sales page. So let me show you what I mean by that. So in this case, we told it to write a list of problems and challenges. Most of these are turning just into kind of general sales copy, which is actually still helpful. So I would scan through these really quickly and then kind of focus back on which ones jumped out to you, which ones were most interesting. So here is that this is for you if section, right? So that's talking about the challenges here. So confused about how to get started on social media, or if you've been trying and feel like you're getting nowhere, then this is for you. That to me, when I look at my sales page copy, right, I may put it right here. Maybe that's a little bit too long for that section. So, a line like that. So this is actually a pretty good line. See how it dug into the pain point? Social media is a great way to grow your business, but it's hard to know where to start. You're confused, and this is for you. Okay, so we got some good copy in there. I can also save this, and it will be added to my saved section. All right, so this is a process that I go through for myself and my clients when I'm using CopyAI, and these commands here are going to help you get all the text that you need for different parts of your sales copy. We'll walk through the process of creating content, come up with ideas. So this is a good promise. We'll give you tips on. So I'm seeing here some really good promises and details of what's included. I like this up here. It's time to take your social media game to the next level. All right, that could be a headline for the top of your page. Let's see, like that, right? Something like right there, boom, front and center. Now that one's not as benefit driven, so I'm going to come back to that. Put together that will help you get started with social media so you can get growing the right way. All right, so what we're seeing here, promises, right? So a lot of this is really good stuff. I'm going to keep scanning. So here we go. Look at this. See how some of the results are giving you more of what you wanted? So in this case, we set a list of problems and challenges. Let's go back up here to the input, a list of problems and challenges. We gave it a quick breakdown of what our product is and who it's for. The product can also be free. Pretty much anything is a product, right? Some of these were just general sales copy, but if we keep scanning, boom, this is a great list. A lot of fears and concerns. You're not sure what to write about. You don't know how to get people to read your post. You're not sure when to post or where. These are great. So I'm going to grab that and show you how it can be popped right here. Okay, so you've seen this kind of copy on sales page designs, right? This is pretty standard stuff, but writing that can be really tricky. It takes a lot of creative energy. And now we can keep it super simple. Maybe I'll create a bullet point list out of that. Try this for yourself right now. Do the same thing. Go type in your product details and watch what happens. I'm going to continue through this process today so you can see how this works. All right, let's see here. Any questions coming in? I'm going to pause and kind of check in as we go throughout this demo. Blurb writing, yeah, it'll do shorter bits. I like, all these tools are trained on different things. So if there's something specific, like a type of blurb, let me know if there's anything specific you're looking for. Hey, sure thing, Ace. I'm trying to help everybody because your problem, your challenge is the same challenge everybody has: is how do I sell my thing, right? My product, service, whatever it is. All right, so we've got our problems listed out. That's pretty dang good. Let's go ahead and we can dive even deeper. How about this? A list of fears and doubts that my ideal customer is feeling. Think about how deep that's getting. Can the AI really figure that out? Can it do years of market research in one click? Let's find out. A list of fears and doubts that my ideal customer is feeling. Again, I'm using that same input here using the Freestyle tool. All right, so this one again, it might default to kind of just general salesy stuff, but let's keep scrolling and look for, oh, here we go. I'm scared that my social media content is boring and bland. I don't have time to create a compelling content for my social media channels. I'm worried that my accounts aren't set up properly. I don't know how to use hashtags or what types of emojis are most effective. My posts never get any shares or likes, so they're not reaching anyone. That's going deep, right? One click. I got into some really deep fears and doubts that my ideal customer is experiencing right now. And look at that. We can keep scrolling. I don't know what to write about. I'm afraid of putting myself out there. I don't want to look like a fool on social media. I don't have time for this. How good is that? All right. Maybe you don't use that on a sales page if you can't find a place for it, but think of where you can use that copy in other places on your social posts and emails. Each of these could be a topic for different bits of content to promote this thing. And in this case, this is a free challenge. So she could do a quick Facebook Live on, I'm not sure what to write about. Hey, that's a common challenge. Where do you get started? Well, we're going to tackle that in our upcoming 5-day challenge. So go ahead and register now, and I'll show you exactly what topics to write about, how to find those topics, and how to make sure that they're going to resonate with your audience. Sign up now. Okay. Each of these can turn into a promotion for your product or service. All right. That is some good stuff here. So we can save these. We can use the editor on the right to start taking some notes here as well. All right, so I'm just going to put notes over here. And this is really, however you want to use this editor on the right side, it's there for you. So each project has its own editor, and all of this will be saved within that project. Also, all of your saved results will show up in your saved folder up here. Client fears are spot on, definitely. All right, now you want to go. Okay, so you want me to just write all this for you, Ace? Ace, follow along with me. You can go use this yourself. All right, so you can change the tone to spiritual. So if you're feeling like it's not quite on brand, try different tones. Spiritual could be a really good tone. Oh, wow. To write prayers. That is really cool. People have written songs, poems. We tried a poetic tone and it wrote really cool like poetry. Actually, we had I had a guest on who was very like spiritual, kind of like coach, private mentor, whatever you call it. But she wanted to have more poetic copy. So we actually wrote a welcome email for someone who signed up for her product and had it write in a poetic tone. And it was just so beautiful. Like imagine communicating in a totally different way with your customer base. So you can craft that kind of messaging however you want. Okay, I'll give you I'll write it in a spiritual tone. We'll see what happens there. I'm gonna keep it kind of generic because I'm gonna try other products too. But Ace, you can get these results too. Okay, so that's a really good one. Let's continue on. And actually, let's go ahead and just do one more other example, right? So if you put in any type of product, let's do the tax services here, right? So let's say you had a free guide to save money on taxes. I'm going to swap that out and watch. It'll apply that same concept to anything you put in here, doing literally years of market research. It's studied 10% of the internet. It's studied all the forums. It knows the concerns. How to do my taxes, how to, you know, I'm afraid I'll make mistakes and pay more than I should. I've been there myself. I'm afraid my accountant will do things that are too complicated. All right. Real deep fears and desires. You wonder if there's something more you should be doing to make sure that everything is set up correctly so that you don't end up paying more than necessary at tax time. You don't want to spend hours poring over complex IRS documents. Look how vivid that is, right? So you can imagine on a sales page, this is for you if, right? You're really getting clear on the problem, the pain point. So this is really important copy, getting clear on the pain. And it's not always external. Sometimes it's internal, which means their fears are coming up. Now, let's go ahead and move into the other side of it. Maybe questions they're asking themselves. All right, that could be a really good one to also dig in deeper and do some of this market research. This can also help you figure out what you need to answer on your sales page or in your marketing copy. List of questions my ideal customer may be asking themselves. Let's see. Yeah, what kinds of taxes do I have to pay? How much do I need to start my own business? How can I keep track of expenses? How much should I be paying? How much do I owe the government? Can I really afford to hire an accountant? These are great. All right. So just one click, we got some really good answers. If I go back to the other example, this free challenge, let's go ahead and try something like this. I find this one to be really powerful. Okay. A list of outcomes that my customer is hoping for. Watch this. This is crazy. Okay. A list of outcomes. This is also sometimes difficult to write or figure out in your copy. Let's go ahead and see what we get here. Ooh, this is actually really good copy. So as I'm looking through this, you may find copy that really speaks to your customer. Again, I can use this for the pain point section. That's actually really good. A really good headline. That's the problem you have now is too many good bits of copy. Let's see. Learn how to your brand voice. So these are kind of the desired outcomes. Learn how to write engaging, relevant copy that helps you build your brand and business. You'll be able to use copywriting process in any situation from emails. Yep. Ooh, that's actually really good for that top section. So let me go up here and at the beginning, like what you'll get. So something like this, what you'll learn. Something like this. It doesn't have to be all of this. Just wanted to show you some ideas here. Let's see why you should take this challenge. You learn to write engaging copy, right? So that's a good quick description here. And that's kind of where this copy can go on a sales page or in your marketing. Let's see, learn the basics of social media copywriting, discover the craft of a compelling bio. So it's giving me really good outcomes that my customer desires. And this could be great in the early stages of creating any product, right? So this is a challenge that we're talking about. Let's go ahead and try something different. Let's say a backpack for digital nomads. All right, I'll go through and try another one here. How about a private yoga services where you'll come to their house and give you personalized guidance? I'll try that one here next. A list of outcomes that my customer is hoping for. Strong enough for every day. Look, that could be turned into a headline. Finally, a backpack that's strong enough for every adventure, right? Make it through airport security. Being unprepared. There you go. Maybe it has a built-in charger. No more waiting in line. Breeze through. Right? These are desires. It's helping me find and identify the outcome that my customer wants. Comfortable and durable. Can withstand the rigors of travel. Looks good on you no matter what you're wearing or where you are. That's awesome. That will last for years to come. So it's writing selling points right there, right? So these are really good points to hit on a sales page right away in your marketing. And if your product doesn't include this, maybe you can add things that would solve these problems. carries everything you need without having to lug a suitcase. There you go. If you can replace your suitcase, that would be great. Your shoulders won't feel like they're going to fall off from carrying all your stuff. Okay. So look at that. It handled that one really well. Let's try another one here. Private yoga services. Okay. So the point is, any kind of product, follow this format here. It could be roughly, you don't have to include the target audience, but if you do, it'll be more vivid and unique for that customer. Look at this. So this is the product is private yoga services where that you'll come to their house and give them personalized guidance. It's for moms with young kids. Let's see what the outcomes that they're hoping for: to feel comfortable and relaxed when practicing yoga at home, to have more energy, stamina, and clarity throughout the day, to enjoy the benefits of regular yoga practice, even if I can't go to the studio. Look at that. That's really, really good copy. Bring your body back into balance. We believe in the power of yoga. This is really good stuff. All of this can be used on your website, marketing, feel better in your body. You'll find more joy in your life. Learn new ways to calm yourself down. More relaxed, centered, and calm mom. More connected relationship with your child. More time for yourself. See how it's really important to identify who the target audience is. Let's change that to busy executives. How about that? Watch how different the outcome will be. Pretty similar, right? These are kind of generic that work for both. Ooh, treat yourself with kindness and respect. Bring that attitude into all aspects of your life. In the office, at home with your family, or on a date night out with friends. So you see how it's speaking to different desires based on the target audience that I put in. This is great. So many good benefits. So if you're looking for a way to pull out benefits of your product, give it an explanation of what your product is, and then ask it to write a list of outcomes that my customer is hoping for. All right, so let's go ahead and try this one: a supplement that boosts brain performance. Is this helping you? Give me a quick thumbs up, drop a comment. Are you trying this right now for yourself? Follow along, get your own free account. You can try this out for free at copy.ai and open up the Freestyle Tool. Give it a quick description of what your product is. Again, product is kind of generic. It could just be your services, anything you want someone to do. What is the call to action? What do you want them to do right now? And then who are you serving? You can be as vague or descriptive as you want. Just know that it will affect the kind of copy that the AI will write. All right, so let's see here. Yep, brain performance, more creative, productive. Feel like you accomplish anything you set your mind to. Like, that is a good line. Be able to focus on the task at hand without distraction. Increase your ability to focus. Increase in your motivation to get things done. More awake, alert, and ready for action. These lines are insane. This is really good copy. All I'm doing here is just, using the Freestyle Tool, a list of outcomes that my customer is hoping for. Boom. Very basic details. All right, let's see. Yeah, good question here from Ace. As far as the symbols go, generally I follow this structure. I kind of just use like a main concept and then the answer to that. So what is the product? What is the call to action? Who is the target audience? I consider it like caveman lingo. Other than that, dashes or brackets aren't really going to do much, right? So I know some people will kind of follow some of the template structure like that. I asked the team, and it doesn't really make a difference. I think they just mostly put that there to help you see the sections that you should edit, or what the example versus what your content should be. So if you see some of those brackets, you can keep them there or not. It's not going to make a big difference. For me, I pretty much stick to this format here. And then as far as the dashes go, if you had additional details, all natural, um, great, take it in the morning. Any details like that, that's generally how I do it. And the AI is kind of trained to pick up that these are supplemental points, supplement to your core idea right there. Now that's optional. You can just type stuff in and go for it, and it can still kind of filter that out and figure out what you're trying to do. But this is what how my brain works is just this kind of structure to get the main points written out. Boom. This is such good stuff. Yeah, there's so much. I've been doing this for what, a year and a half now, and I'm still discovering new stuff every day. So it's not going to slow down. As AI, we're still in the early stages, so you're still very, very early in the game, and it's going to keep getting better and better. All right, so let's go ahead and continue on. We've got now our desires clearly written, and I believe, didn't I use that to write? Yeah, what you're going to get. So why you should take this challenge, right? So we got some copy here of the expectation. The other place you could use it is something like here. So by the end of it, you will. That may even be a more appropriate place for this kind of copy. I could just write some more though. Let's see. Let's go ahead and pop that in with this 5-day social media copywriting challenge that Ace is doing. These are great points here. Again, this can help you actually. Ace, there could be your 5 days of content right there. There's a good call to action, register now. Like this copy can be used in so many places. So when I work with clients, we'll go through an exercise like this and just get a bunch of ideas written up. And then when you go and start to work on your sales page or sales copy, you have a lot of raw material to work with. Or you can just do it in real time and get it done. This is great copy. How to write killer posts, get more followers. Like that could be pretty cool right there. Let's go ahead and do the benefits. Right. Engaging posts. We'll do get more followers. And we can expand on that as well. Get more followers. And maybe there's a third key benefit. Right, so something like that could work. All these are so good. Great points to make. All right, so that is a really fast way to get like rich benefits written out. Okay, let's continue on. I want to try this one here. A list of challenges that my customer is facing and how my product can help them. So this is that transition from problem to solution, which is often very tricky to write yourself. And just by giving it that prompt, a list of challenges that my customer is facing and how my product can help them or can help. Let's see. That's a good headline right there. Good questions. Learn how to write engagement, captivating copy. You're honestly dying to learn more about what your company has to offer. You'll get personalized feedback. Interesting. Like that right there looks like I could use that right up here, the top hero section. Pretty solid. Right? I mean, just like that, you turn it into amazing sales copy or a sales page. Boom, that one section. That could be a post, could be an email. So it's giving me similar results here. You'll learn like these are great. We get it. Social media is hard. You have to be witty, snappy, and engaging all at once. And that's a tall order, but here we're here to help. It's a really, really good bit of content. Man, that's good. I could, I could definitely use that. All right. So it's not giving me what I was looking for, but still good copy. A list of challenges and how our product can help. I was really blown away at one of the previous demos where I saw it make that transition like within the copy. So I was curious if I can get it to replicate that. Here's those problems listed out. So again, it's giving me the challenges again, which could be really useful. All right, still pretty good stuff there. So we got a list of some of the problems, challenges. Let's go ahead and write out a list of headlines for the sales page. This is the kind of copy that you can actually use in your social posts as well. Let's see, just kind of scan 5 days to better social media strategy. Pretty interesting. The best social media copywriting tips you've never heard before. The only way to write 5 days to more followers and traffic, 5 days to better engagement. Ooh, these are pretty good. Not bad. I think there's some really good ideas there. It's pretty close. I can just click create copy again. Ooh, I like that one. All right. So maybe instead of the questions, we can go ahead and put this up there. This top section is getting a little bit wordy. I may like drop out the back. That's just one idea for, I might break this up, but that copy is pretty good. 5 days to a more powerful social media presence. It's talking right to them. We've got the solution. Boom, register for free. Pretty compelling right there. Right, that is some good copy. The simplest way to start building your brand on social media today, 5 easy steps. All of these could be used. All right, so that's one example there. Let's try it with one of those other examples. Let's go ahead and do this one, a free guide to save money on taxes. All right, so again, another example. We'll go through and just show you this works for anything. The ultimate guide to getting the most out of your small business taxes. 3 strategies for saving time, saving money on taxes, even when you're broke. 6 ways to save money on taxes and still sleep like a baby. That's good. A simple guide for the lazy entrepreneur. I like these. Speaking to me, under 10 minutes. That's a good promise. Secret to saving money on taxes. These are all so good. So just by putting in a free guide, so let's say that was your product, right? We could easily just change that to maybe you go from the free guide to get their attention, to get them on your email list, to then like a VIP service to do your taxes, right? Try that now and pretty much follow the same process for any product, even if it's a free product. Don't let your tax bills scare you. Help you turn it into a profit. Interesting. Well, for free, maybe for a little bit of money. Interesting. Deducting. All right, so we got headlines that'll grab their attention. Go ahead, and that with the a VIP service like that, we would definitely want to know what kind of fears or doubts that they have, and that's where these other questions could be great. So let's go ahead and do a list of fears and doubts. For a paid service, especially, you want to know what they are so you can address them and handle them in your marketing. So if we just change the product now to a VIP service instead of a free guide, that will help it pinpoint a little bit more clearly. I don't know how to do them. Find the information I need for my taxes, so it'll be hard to understand. That's a pretty good one. Getting audited. Yeah, these are fears that's keeping them up at night. Those are pretty good. Okay, let's continue on with the, how about a list of bold promises? And I'll go back to our free challenge here. Hey, glad this is helping. Hopefully you're following along and trying this out for yourself. But overall, just kind of watching will also teach you a lot on some of the best practices for using CopyAI. All right, so list of bold promises for the sales page. We've got here that free challenge. Find your voice online. Create content that can help find your audience on social media. Deliver content. Ooh, that's actually really good. I like how short that is. So that to me is a little bit better right here. Again, I'm doing this design as just kind of make this real for you. I'm not spending a lot of time on the actual design, but this is a process that you could go through as you are creating your marketing materials. And down here, I may actually use some of that in my notes. This could be used in other sections. And maybe these aren't like totally accurate. These, yeah, in this case, I'd probably go find other ones that spoke a little bit more to like getting sales. But that's how you would kind of map out that content. I like that headline. We're not just going to tell you, we're going to show you. Interesting. Tools. That's pretty good. That could be a good headline right here. Oops, not there. Look what I just wrote. And this 5-day challenge will provide you with the tools and resources you need to create your own social media posts without feeling like an imposter. I wonder if I can cut that down. I never like one word hanging. To create. Interesting. That kind of dives into one of the key pain points. But look at the list of what it's doing here. You'll never be stuck wondering what the benefits are. Save yourself time, money, and headaches by learning how to write. Build a brand people love. Ooh, that's really good. Get a head start on your competitors. Learn how to write engaging. That's so good. Those points. There, now I can pop this last one in. And I'd probably keep that more streamlined. So be more engaging, get more followers, make more sales. Something like that could be really good. And then right here, try to get that to not be a one-liner, but that's looking pretty good. We've got all this written up here with CopyAI without hardly doing anything. All we've told CopyAI is what the product is and who we're trying to help. And now by using these prompts, look how much it's giving us. Taking a look at the questions coming in. Story brand one-liners. Yeah, I've actually noticed it does that pretty well. So you'll start to see it. I have done some testing on that, great question. What a one-liner is problem, solution, and benefit, right? That's kind of the idea of your one-liner. And you're going to notice that this is actually doing a lot of that for you. So it's kind of like ending it with "so you can." But if we use some of the sales copy prompts here, let's see here, a list of challenges and how my product can help them. Like that one may do a pretty good job of giving you the kind of one-liner you're looking for. So problem, solution, and then benefit. Let's just kind of scan and look to see if it can do it. You'll really see it. It follows that similar formula. Like here you go, list of problems. Free trial. Da-da-da. Not quite. Look at that. So this is actually very similar to Donald Miller's framework of a one-liner. So it's talking about social media is amazing for brands, but if you're not using it right, it can be a waste of time. That's why we want to help you take social media to the next level to create content that's engaging and effective, right? So that's really hitting the problem, which is social media is great. Social media gives you a chance to connect with customers, grow your audience. But if you're not doing it right, it can be a waste of time and energy. That's why we created this challenge to give you the tools and resources to create content that is engaging and effective. Something like that is pretty close to the framework. You really just need to dig through and know what you're looking for, but you're going to get pretty close. The copy is going to do a good job of giving you that kind of positioning. Now that may not be the best tool. You could pretty much just type in that without even putting what you're looking to create, and it will default to kind of generic sales copy. Look at that. Great way to connect and grow your business, but it'd be hard to know where to start. That's why we're offering, teach you how to engage on, help you grow your business. Okay, pretty close. All of this, look, literally, you can grab all this and just go post it on social media, and you'll be off and running. Okay, we're running down to the last 10 minutes. I'm going to try to get through a few more of these, but you can try them out for yourself. Let's go ahead and just do rapid fire here the last few minutes. This is a great one, a testimonial from a previous customer. I find this to be really powerful for many reasons. One, sure, you could use it as a testimonial. You just need to go find a previous customer and say, hey, can I post this with your name on it? That's great. But really, I like to see how the AI is explaining the problem through the words of a potential customer and then how your product helped them. So it's actually really useful to come up with key selling points and pain points and then describe how your product helps them. So maybe I've been working as a social media manager for the past year since then. It shows you how to write copy that gets people to pay attention, click through, and buy products. I used to write boring posts that did nothing for my account's engagement rate. Now with this course, people respond. Look at that outcome. Like that is insane, right? So these kind of like lines, to drop a line like this, if you can actually back that up with a real customer success story, that would be amazing. Or just spin that into, an actual conversational piece. Like, hey, do you feel like your posts are boring and getting low engagement? With this course, you'll be able to create posts that are engaging and fun, and people will respond to them. They'll share more, something like that. You could spin it into sales copy if you're not able to get a real testimonial, but that is so powerful to see how the AI describes your solution. Let's see here. I was skeptical at first. My biggest one was that I didn't have a strategy for crafting compelling copy for social media, and now I do. Look at that. Now, instead of coming up with something off the top of my head and hoping for the best, I have a system that is really good. I would sprinkle that in. Again, try to actually achieve those results. A little bit big there. So let's see. This is one of the coolest hacks, right? That's amazing. All right. So something like that is really cool. I was a little nervous. The right voice. Help me hone in on the perfect tone for my brand and create a content calendar that was both engaging and professional. Right? You could just easily turn that into your promise of your product. So let's try that with one more example. I'm going to try I'm going to try that yoga one, a private service testimonial from a previous customer. All right, scan through, see if something jumps out to you. It'll actually even like describe the customer experience, take the time to learn exactly what my goals were. But she also made sure that we practice exercise together would help me meet those goals. Like that's pretty powerful right there. I like going through this when I'm making my own offers to look at what I want my customers to say. So how can I improve the experience? How easy it was to schedule the appointment. The benefits here. Like that's really speaking in your customer's language. Like where they were before and after kind of examples. So this is so cool what you can do. And the kind of insights you can get by writing a testimonial from a previous customer. All right, now let's get into some final ones. Mistakes. All right, a list of mistakes. This one is also really good and can be great for social media content. Like, hey, maybe you're making these mistakes. Come join the challenge and we'll help you overcome them. Don't have a clear, concise message. There you go. Problems, mistakes, not using hashtags enough. So it's making up potential mistakes. It'll do this for any industry. Don't have a strategy. Content is too salesy. Look at these are great. Not using images. Don't have call to action buttons frequently. See, these are value driven posts that will help you sell your products, whether they're free or paid products. Doesn't really matter. It's picking up on what you're trying to get across here. Let's see. A list of catchy names. I like this one a lot too. Maybe you don't have the name done. You can just kind of describe your product and it will help you name it. Let's see here. How to write killer CTA to get results. These are good potential headlines too. Look at this. So many ideas. Hey, I'm back. Sorry about that. Technical difficulties. Let me take a second here to wrap up, and then we'll close out. I was almost done. All right, so let's see if we can finish up here. So the last thing we were looking at, catchy name ideas, a really fun one. If you just kind of generally describe your product, it will start to come up with some name ideas for you. Let's finish up here. A list of benefits of what they will know, have, and feel by the end. This is a really good one to write some of these big, bold promises. Great for kind of the end of a sales page to make sure it's clear. Like by the end of this, you will have. And let's see here. You can just try this out for yourself, but let me see where we were. Yeah, the last few here. I'll probably continue this in our next demo to dive a little bit deeper and discuss this, but also show you how you can start doing a little bit more advanced content creation as well. But man, this is just a huge shortcut for any product you want to sell. If we scan down, you can just see a lot of the really difficult parts of writing copy have now been solved today. A lot of technical bugs, but we got through most of it. So for now, today you were yep, that's pretty funny, J5. Sorry I scared you. All right, so we got through a lot today. The Freestyle Tool, remember, very easy to use. You can sell pretty much anything. It really does the market research for you. And then what we'll do is we'll continue on this in our next demo. We'll go into how you can use the same strategy to write emails very quickly. But try it out for yourself. Follow along and go back through it. Type in those prompts, see what happens, and it'll help you sell pretty much anything. Thanks, Ace. Good luck with that. Can't wait to see what you create. So that's it for today. Thanks for hanging out, and I'll be back again with another demo soon. We've got our Facebook community with over 11,000 people now. Get plugged in over there if you have any questions. Subscribe on YouTube, and most importantly, get your own CopyAI account and start writing. All right, talk to you guys later.